haven't been a person of politics and social life, but recently I've just started following the media on things that are happening in the country, and I have noticed something. Because this is a message that is going to reach out to so many people in the world, I don't know how I would put it. Okay, but let me take it this way. In every country, there are political parties. Okay, so it is in this country called Ghana. There is one political party called NPP, National Patriotic Party. And recently, they are about to elect their flag bearer who would lead them to the next year's election and hopefully to them become the president, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is where I'm picking my inspiration from. You can do a little digging around the NPP and then know that the message is not necessarily about the NPP, it's about politics and life. You see, as I've been following in these few days, I have come to understand that even in the very same court, people can rise up against themselves. You see, for this few time, I was just thinking about God. You see, I was just thinking about how is it possible that we claim that God is the creator of all things. God created Satan, and then we come to tell ourselves that Satan is trying to destroy the things God have created. You know, scientifically and in the eyes of common sense and mental people, it doesn't really make much sense. It's true, it doesn't make much sense, sorry. But as I was following this political argument, and I came to understand that it does make sense. Because look, even though this party called NPP or whatever party that you can cite as an example, okay, before they can go to the next year's election, they need somebody to stand tall as their flag bearer. That is how they call it. And among them there is contention. Why won't they all just agree to choose one person? There are about 3 people that are contesting for the flag bearership in the very same NPP, in the very same party. There are people that are rising up against themselves, but they are all in the same party. In the same party. That is the point. The same big NPP, one of the candidates says this one is better. One of the candidates says that one is. That is how I see the world to be. That is how God. So even though God has made all of us, there is a contention between His creation. Some want to oppress another. That is the thing. That is where Satan and his people come in, seeking that others would fall because they are fallen. Others are campaigning for themselves. They feel they are better off. It is not a surprise Satan is campaigning for himself, that he's better off than God, and so on and so forth. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. So whatever it is, however it is, there will be people rising up against you. So it is not a surprise if at your workplace people rise up against you, but you are in the same work environment. It is not a surprise that in the family you are all of one blood, but one rise against the other. It is not a surprise that in the same church you all have the same faith. Even in the Christendom, people rise up, churches rise up against themselves. That is how the world is. That is how the Lord has allowed the world to be. Oh, now I understand. I understand how Satan has so much power to oppress people we call children of God. Because even though we are all created by the same person, there is contention between us. God, help us. God.